Hello and welcome. Today we are talking about something we all love, popcorn. But did you know there's a lot to unpack when it comes to GST on this delicious snack? Especially after the 55th GST Council meeting that was held in December 2024, it's become crucial to understand the difference between varieties of it: plain, salted, spiced, caramelized, oh, what not. Whether you're a moviegoer or you indulge in binge watching or someone who enjoys just eating popcorns, understanding GST on popcorns can help you save some money. Really, I mean it. So, in today's video, I'll show you different types of popcorns and their GST rates. And the important one, when you go out to watch a movie, why it's a good idea to buy popcorn at the snack counter of the movie theater or the cinema hall, whatever you want to call it as, instead of adding it when you book your movie tickets. And then some tips to help you save some extra tax that sometimes you might end up paying without proper tax planning as far as GST is concerned. So grab your favorite bowl of popcorn, sit back, and let's dive into the world of GST on popcorn. When it comes to popcorns, we have wide variety of flavors. What are the popular ones? We have butter, cheese, caramel, plain, salted, spiced, chocolate, etc. But for the purpose of GST, we can broadly classify these ready-to-eat popcorns into two categories. One, mixed with salt and spices, that is savory. Other, mixed with sugar, confectionery like sweets and chocolates. These savory popcorns can further be classified into two categories. One, packed and labeled, let's call it as branded. The other, not packed and not labeled, unbranded, sold in loose form. So now we have three types, and the rate of GST on this savory unbranded popcorns is 5%, but if it is branded then it is 12%, and on confectionery it is 18%. Now you might ask me, what about plain or cheese popcorns? What if it is mixed with both spices and sugar? Now this plain and cheese popcorns are treated at par with savory popcorns. So 5% GST, unbranded, 12% branded. When it comes to popcorns mixed with both spices and sugar, rate of GST would still remain at 18%. And the reason for this, as explained in the recent GST Council meeting, is that anything that contains sugar would attract 18% GST. Now let's talk about buying popcorn from snack counters of the movie theater. Why is it a good idea? Popcorns in movie theaters are sold in loose form. So it is unbranded, not packed and not labeled. From our classification, rate of GST is 5%. But this 5% can suddenly shoot up to 12 or 18% if you add popcorn when you buy movie tickets online, say on Book My Show. Why? This is because of two reasons. One is related to the ticket price. If the price of the ticket is up to 100 rupees, you have to pay 12% GST on the ticket. And if it is more than 100 rupees, then rate of GST is 18%. Now, why is this relevant? This is where the second reason becomes important. When you buy movie tickets and popcorn together as a combo, which is more familiar in GST as a composite supply, rate of GST would be the rate that's applicable to the principal supply. Now, what is the principal supply here? It is sale of movie tickets. Now, if you want to know more about this concept of composite supply, I have a separate video on this topic. You may consider watching it. The link is in the top right corner. Now, coming back to the topic, because this is a combo buy, if the price of the ticket is up to 100 rupees, you have to pay 12% GST even on popcorn. And if the price is more than 100 rupees, then 18%, even though the rate of GST on popcorn is only 5%. To have a better understanding of this and also to understand the impact of this, let's consider a scenario. Let's say you are a family of four. You plan to watch a movie, so you book tickets for four on, say, Book My Show. Recliner for four at 420 rupees, total 1680, including GST at 18% because the price of the ticket is more than 100 rupees. And you add your favorite snack, 4 medium salted popcorn at 350 each, so 1400. Now because this is a composite supply, rate of GST on popcorn is also going to be 18%. So on popcorn, the basic price is 1186 plus GST at 18% 214. Had you bought this at the snack counter, then assuming that the basic price would remain the same 1186, but rate of GST is now reduced to 5%, so total would be 1245. So you end up saving rupees 155 in this scenario. But instead of salted one, if you buy caramel popcorn, it's not going to make any difference because rate of GST on both movie ticket and popcorn is going to remain the same. Now, why GST 18% on caramel popcorn is a matter for discussion for some other day. So the crux here is popcorn bought as part of a bundle costs more than that when purchased separately. And this is where tax planning, not tax evasion, becomes relevant. Now, what is the difference? Tax planning helps to reduce tax liability legally, and if you do that illegally, it becomes tax evasion, which is not acceptable. Now, coming back to the scenario, if you see this in isolation as one off, once in a while, or if this difference does not matter much to you, then you can forget this video and continue to add popcorn when you book your movie tickets online. But if you see this as a recurring expense, or if you have a large family or a large group of friends, then this difference would be much higher for you. So if this matters to you, or let's say you want to do some serious tax planning wherever possible, then consider buying popcorn only at the snack counter of the movie theater so that you can take the benefit of the GST law. After all, the primary purpose of any law is for the benefit of citizens. This was all about GST on popcorns. Hope it was informative. Thank you for watching.